Welcome to Crossing Borders, Young Voices of Europe, the podcast that discusses how we can all play a role in the European Union. Here we explore how to grow, learn and connect for a better future for Europe. Today, on episode 5, we're going to discuss about climate change with Lia, the young manager from Italy, and Victor, the expert from Latvia.
Hi, my name is Victor Sandrushkevich. I'm coming from Latvia. I'm 34 years old and I'm working at an NGO called New East.
Hello, I'm Lia from Faenza in Italy. I'm 25 years old and I study product design at ISIA Faenza right now.
What are the main consequences of climate change that you have observed in your daily life?
Actually, there is a lot of changes. That we can see that if we compare like 5-10 years ago and now, the climate is getting warmer, not only in the south of the Europe, but maybe here in the south you can see it more, but also in Latvia, in northern Europe, that the winters are becoming warmer and warmer. Also the fact that I saw last year that for the first time we got climate migrants. There is people coming from the southern Europe to the northern. It's too hot in their own countries, and that's why during the summer they're coming to the north.
In our daily life, we can clearly see that the climate has become hotter, both during summer and winter. That is not snowing anymore like it was used to snow before. And that in Faenza, for example, in our region in general, we are having very strong, extreme events with floods due to heavy rains happenings, such as the floods of the 2023, which has been a very huge climate disaster in Faenza.
How do you envision the environment in 10 years?
I think that the temperatures are getting higher and it's getting hotter. We could have a loss in biodiversity, which will cause like a degradation in the quality of the food we eat, and will be maybe more difficult to grow food. I think the air pollution could be worse, causing health disease and making it more difficult to do outdoor activities.
It will go like now. If it will go like it goes now, the changes will be huge. We have to do something with that because there is like a lot of catastrophic happening, the floods in the southern Europe, and there is storms. For example, we got last year huge storm. We haven't so much storms in our territory, and even we got a tornado, which was like for the first time in our country. It will change a lot, and we have to do that. We have to make the changes.
What actions do you know the EU is taking to address climate change?
The EU made the European Green Deal, which has the objective of cutting the carbon emissions to be the first continent with zero emissions for 2050, and to cut the emission by the half for the 2030, and taking improvements in better waste divisions, investing in green economy and in renewable energy.
We're going to climate neutrality, and there is like big programs to 2050, but there is also some small programs they are sponsoring, and they are thinking about the climate neutrality and also about renewable energy. If you are speaking about the more and more solar system, and more they're making the wind energy to take it, not only the fossils, and also if you're speaking about cars, the more and more electric ones are coming in.
What personal actions are you willing to take to mitigate climate change?
I think the first and the most important thing is to spread the information about the changes that are happening. And also such kind of project is like good opportunity to share the experience, share the examples because like each country got their own perspective, their own problems, just to realize that there is a big problem happening in all continent, not only in our countries.
I think that personally each of us can take better decisions, like eating, for example, like eating local food and less meat as possible, and just food coming from biological activities and ethical activities, and also about clothing. We can choose our clothes, vintage clothes and used clothes, or coming from ethical activities. We can drive less, using more bike for short movements or public transport when possible.
How can the educational system raise awareness about climate change?
It could do a lot. It do a lot of things. Yeah, in school there is a big topic nowadays, and they're speaking about this green lifestyle a lot, as far as I know, in Latvian school, and I guess also in all Europe. Yeah, and also the best way how to learn is to see in the practical way. Yeah, it could be cooperation with the NGOs who are working in that field, or some companies who are working in the recycling areas. Yeah, just to see that these issues are very important. Thank you.
The educational system can surely raise the awareness of climate change by doing activities and educating people to take different choices in their daily life, and doing activities with schools, and to try to tell people like to imagine a better future, and giving them some choices, some possibilities to feel like they're making the difference, to have some hope in a better future.